Okay, so in this question is asking you find the relationship between output and input and then draw the transfer characteristics. Okay, transfer characteristic means you have to في النهاية draw V O versus V I. Could be like this, I don't know. You have to check it out. So you have to first find the relationship between input and output, okay? So one thing that you need to understand, في حالات when this diode is on, okay, what will be the output? When these two diodes are on, what will be the output? في حالات obviously basically. So listen, one thing that you need to understand, I want to know meta high will be on. See, the voltage at the cathode of this one is 1.3 and the voltage داخل high is شو اسمه is 0.7. So VI لازم يكون bigger than 1.3 plus 0.7 so that this will turn on. But these two diodes are off لأن as long as the voltage is positive, the positive voltage at the cathode مالهم يكون off for sure. So again, one thing I will say when the VI is bigger than 0, for sure D2, D3 off, okay? But specifically, when VI is bigger than شو اسمه 2, 0.7 and 1.3, huh? So when the voltage here becomes bigger than this voltage, then D1 will be on. When it is bigger than 2 volt, 0.7 plus 1.3, then D1 on. Okay, and the circuit بيكون هالشكل. So high. I don't care about lower part بيكون open up, so I don't really care about it. High open. But this one, high 0.7. Okay, and then high, if you don't like it, just put it this way. Minus plus, and then here is V. Oh, so listen, I will apply one KVL this way. You will get so become minus. So if you do KVL, become minus 1.3 minus 0.7 plus VO equal to 0. So VO become equal to 2 volt. So basically, as long as the input is bigger than high, شو اسمه as long as the VI is bigger than 2, the output becomes 2 volt. Okay, but now I will talk about another region when it is positive. Okay, if the VI can positive بس من 0 then 2 volt. In this case, all diodes are off. All diodes are off, huh? So diodes D1 is off لأن the voltage here is أقل voltage here. D1 off and D2 and D3 نفس قبل ترى off لأن the voltage here is positive, so for sure they are off. The voltage at cathode مالهم off are positive, so they are off. Okay, and if كلهم off, okay, what will be the voltage? The VO بيكون equal to VI, but I will show it to you why. Okay, so here if you check it here عدل, so بيكون high بيكون off, high بيكون off. I don't care about it. So high part is as if this is gone. It doesn't have any effect, huh? Okay, and now there is no current in the circuit. Okay, even if you apply 1 KVL, you will get VO equal to VI in this region, huh? Okay, so high we did it bad. Okay, but now we're going to go how when the VI is negative. Okay, then the VI is negative. For sure, D1 is off. لأن here you put negative voltage and it's bigger than it's less than the voltage at the cathode side, huh? So for sure D1 off. But method D2 and D3 will turn on if the voltage here can less than the voltage of this one, okay? So here is 0.7, high 0.7, okay? So if the if I want to be more specific, if the VI can less than minus 1.4, ليش minus 1.4 لأن high minus 0.7 minus 0.7. So the voltage over here should be less than شو اسمه minus 0. minus 1.4. ليش minus 1.4 minus 0.7 minus 0.3 like I said. If it was 3 diode بيكون minus 0.7 minus 0.7 minus 0.7. Then D2 and D3 will turn on, okay? And the circuit بيكون بيكون هالشكل. So high is off. I don't care about the upper part. Okay, and this will turn on. So high become. Okay, so high 0.7, high 0.7. And high VI. The thing is that I cannot say, if you didn't have this resistor, you could say VO equal to minus 1.4, but you have the resistor on. So here, and here now what will be the output? Listen, see what I will do here. I need to get output in terms of input voltage. This is the purpose basically. Okay. So for here, what I can do, I can think of maybe applying one. So listen, I'll just name here this one I, and then I. Okay, so I will apply one. If I apply one big KVL, بيكون شنو بيكون what do you call minus VI plus 50I equal to 0. So you say VO equal to VI minus 1. Okay. But then I want to get rid of I. I don't want to have I. So I will apply maybe شو اسمه 1 KVL here بعد. Okay. So become minus VI plus 50I plus 50I minus 1.4. Okay. Then high become I equal to VI plus 1.4 divided by 100. I will take this one all, I will put it here, okay? And then you will have you will have VO, VI minus 50. Then you will have here VI plus 1.4 divided by 100, okay? And here now, if you show a simplified high, بيكون كام؟ بيكون VO, just do algebra high, بيكون 0.5 VI minus 0.7. High is the next So how is the next region? E. And by the way, I'll just say another one, okay? I will say as long as VI is between minus 1.4 and 0, diode كلها off, and then VO will equal to VI. Okay, so الحين I'm ready to sketch it down. Sketch the what do you call transfer characteristic. And by the way, Anna, to make it easier, what I can do, I can say VO maybe, okay? So I know that as long as VI as long as vi is شو اسمه less than minus 1.4, the output becomes 0.5 vi minus 0.7. Okay, but then the vi is between and then 0, vo equal to vi. Okay, and then when the vi is between 0 and 2, vo equal to vi, and when it is vi is bigger than 2, vo equal to 2 volts. And here now I want to sketch it out. Sketching is very easy. Okay, so high become vo high vi. So minus 1.400 is here. Okay, so if you're less than minus 1.4, become high. Okay, and then if you are between minus 1.4 and 0, okay, so become hash شكل. So minus 1.4, so then here, so become this way. Linear, like y equal to x, y equal to x, you will sketching it this way. بعدين من 0 لين 2 بعد نفس الشيء. Okay, let's say here is 2. High 2, بعدين high بيكون شيء this way. بعدين to sketch this one عادي مو مشكلة ترى, and you have the range ترى. You have من minus what do you call it? But let's sketch it. Okay, so up to minus 5. Okay, so here 5, and then just put the numbers here. Okay, من minus 5 then minus 1.4. شو اسمه it will be something like this. Okay, ليش؟ لأن here this side the slope y equal to x, the slope is 1, but here the slopes are y equal to 0.5x. The slopes are عشان it should become move this way high شكل. And even if you put numbers, okay, you know, put high minus or k minus 5, and then you will get here some values. Just put it high. Something like this you can sketch it. Now I become minus 3.2. That's it. A high spark transfer characteristic. These questions I think is easier. Okay, so here نفس الشيء ها. So he says find the relationship between input and output. Okay, and God assume input is in this range. Well, I know that just one thing that you need to understand is that if vi positive, for sure D2 بيكون off, لأن you put positive voltage at the cathode of this one, D2 off. But D1 on, so listen, but method D1 will turn on if the voltage here can bigger than 0.7 plus 2.3. Okay, so if Vi can bigger than 3 volt, then D1 on. Okay, of course I can say that. Okay, and the D1 is on. High becomes this way, so high is off. I will remove it, and this one is on. Okay, in this cycles, it will be. And here the output voltage, it will not be okay. If you didn't have the resistor, yeah, it will be 0.7 plus 2.3, which is 3. But here because of the resistor, you have to apply what you call high. You will apply high KVL thing that I mentioned. So here, so high become, if you apply KVL, you get here minus Vi 10I plus 0.7 plus 10I 2.3 equal to 0. I applied KVL here actually. Okay, I applied KVL this way. So then you will have here just you will have here 20i equal to vi minus 3. Okay, or I will be vi minus 3 divided by 20. Then I will apply this big KVL on high loop 2. I want the relationship between output and input down. So I become minus vi 10i plus vo equal to 0. So vo equal to vi minus 10. Okay, we got this one, but then also substitute this one for high. Then في النهاية vo بيكون vi minus 10 vi minus 3. So high بيكون شو اسمه minus 10 دول. Okay, high بيكون 0.5 vi and then 10 over 20 0.5 0.5 times 3 بيكون plus 1.5. Okay, so basically I said D1 بيكون on, and then we found that VO 0.5 VI 1.5. Okay, but if the VI can من 3 لين 0 high up the VO بيكون equal to VI. So high بيكون VO equal to VI. Okay, so far we did the assessment for the positive cycle. So we know, okay. But now with the VI is negative, for sure D1 بيكون off لأن you put negative voltage here, and the voltage anode is less than voltage at the cathode for sure. So D1 off, but D2 will turn on if the VI less than minus 0.7. So الحين the circuit بيكون شنو؟ بيكون نفس الهاي بس so high off. I don't care about this part. So high the VO. I think VO become minus 0.7. Okay, and then if VI can minus 0.7 then suffer. All diodes are off, high is off and high is off bad. All diodes off. Okay, so in fact, if you want to write the regions, okay, so let's say the input is the VI is between minus 5 and 5. Okay, so I know that if input can learn minus 0.7, all off. Okay, and then from here to here, okay, D2 on, D1 off. Okay, بعدين من 0 لين 3 all off. بعدين من 3 لين 5 شو اسمه D1 on, D2 off. Okay, so I wrote all possible شو اسمه cases. Now I can draw it. الحين now to draw it بيكون I could write the input again, input and output relationship. بس خلاص I will just draw it. So here it's coming with minus 0.7. So as soon as input is between minus 0.7 then high, then V out become equal to VI. That we have شكل. So high minus 0.7. Okay. But if you're less than if you're less than minus 0.7, V out become minus 0.7 become high هالشكل. Then high minus 5 that we put. Okay. اوكي بعدين when the VI is between 0 ل 3 so خلينا نقول 3 is here اوكي بيكون high V equal to VI بعدين if the VI is bigger than 3 okay if the VI is bigger okay you will have just high 0.5 VI 0.5 بيكون شيء like this مو high then the slopes are 0.5 and it will be like this and then if you put 5 inside it بيكون 4 I think just put it up high إذا VI put 5 I think it will be 4 خلصنا high okay this question is done okay then there is another example here high here but the high it's in the note and he said it's very important and you need to understand high well the question is telling you you know the question is saying that find the peak current okay and voltage and whatever okay so over here one thing that you need to understand the ultimate ideal diode by the way so and VST شو اسمه high VST high sinusoidal it could change من 0 ل 20 and then minus 20 okay so one thing that you should understand here is the fact that method diode will turn on if the voltage here can bigger than VB so diode turn on okay so we'll write it down diode ما في 0.7 لأنه ideal so the voltage here can bigger than the voltage here which is VB diode will turn on diode on if VST sinusoidal it can change من 0 ل 20 and then also the negative if this was bigger than VB or specifically VST is 20 sine omega t bigger than VB which is 14 okay the question got find the peak current okay and many other stuff so the thing is you got find the peak current the peak current occurs what do you call it? The peak current occurs okay peak current if you want to calculate peak current occurs when this is maximum okay peak current داخل diode so بيكون high diode بيكون on of course and then the شو اسمه AC source the voltage one should be at the maximum okay at the maximum معناتها كام معناتها 20 20 better okay it's changing and then of course diode is on after the short circuit لأنه ideal then I can calculate the current easily so I بيكون equal to بيكون 20 minus VB over R so بيكون 20 minus 14 divided by count divided by R R is how much 10 okay so how is the peak current which is become 0.6 ampere okay بعدين قال okay قال find the percentage the شو اسمه okay high شيء new maybe شوفي to answer high أول شيء you should know متى diode will turn on okay diode will turn on if these two were equal okay so high I want to find the diode conduction angle diode starting conduction angles how do you find high listen when these two are equal so you just say 20 sine بدل omega t put theta equal to 14 then rearrange it okay find theta or omega t do the sine inverse sine theta equal to 14 over 20 sine inverse we're going to get it كم تقريبا شو اسمه تقريبا what do you call it? 45 degree or 135 degree 45 plus شو اسمه so نفس الشيء بيكون yeah 45 degree 135 degree is the same things anyway okay now so the diode بيكون on what do you call it? The diode is on for how long? The question got find the percent of each cycle for which the diode is on. Well, you know, in one cycle, you know, basically, even if you draw it, okay, you're not going to sketch anything, but you know, think about how is the input. That's the diode. Okay, so how is the input, which is من صفر, then 20 here minus 20. Okay, but then here, you know, the after spending some angles, then diode will be on, so you will start to have current. Okay, then خلاص when the input is negative خلاص diode is off. Then next cycle هاي حق الcurrent هاي for the current IT. Okay, but I want to find this angle. High starting angle become 45 degree. Okay, and I want to find also, so high is 45 and I want to find this angle become 180, high 180 minus this one, so become 135. So you know the in the شو اسمه how can I say I can say in one period that you know in one period become 360 degree. You want to find percentage of this for which the diode conduct. So become 1 3 it's just 180 or 360. Yeah, this is one period. 360, and then on the top you put this this interval, which is 45, which is basically high, which is 100, which is 135 minus 45. That will give you the conductions in one period. Okay, and then high times 100. And then high become if you calculate it become 25%. Okay, 25% of each cycle the diode is on basically. And then got to sketch VST. How can I sketch VST versus IT? خلاص هاي question done.